Okay, let's take a look at problem 64. It says reasoning. It says if the absolute value of x is greater than the absolute value of y, does the absolute value of x minus y equal the absolute value of x minus the absolute value of y? Justify your answer. I'm going to say no. It's not true. It doesn't happen. And I'm going to use the counter example to show that. I can look at this and I can see, no, this is not going to work. And so, like I said, we're going to use a counter example to prove that. And so they tell us that the absolute value of x is greater than the absolute value of y. So let's say x is equal to -6 and y is equal to 3. Well, when I plug that in, the absolute value of -6 is greater than the absolute value of y, correct? Because I get 6 is greater than 3. So that works out. And so now I want to prove that x minus y is equal to the absolute value of x minus the absolute value of y. So I know I can't break it up like that. So but we're going to just test it out and see. So let's plug it in and see. So we plug in -6 minus 3 equals absolute value of 6 minus the absolute value of 3. Well, when I do this, I have to follow the order of operation. The order of operation says I need to do what's inside of my absolute value first. So -6 minus 3 is -9. So I get the absolute value of -9. Absolute value of -9 is 9. So I've done that side. So now let's do the other side. So we have the absolute value of 6, which is 6. The absolute value of 3 is 3. And so 6 minus 3 is 3. Those two things are not equal. So I use a counter example to justify my answer. And I hope this helps.